Hello everyone, thank you very much for clicking and for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're building a free game collection. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. Thank you very much, hope you're enjoying the series. So what I mentioned last week that it was a double car boot week. So last time we looked at the consoles that we picked up. I had a week off, I'm back now. And we're going to look at the games that we picked up in that week. We've got quite a few here, just looking here. We've got some cash converters, got a little bit from a charity shop, and then we've got some car boot stuff with some PSP bits, which I'll save to last. I've got off two different people with a bit of story on each. So anyway, we'll come back to that. So let's crack on. Let's start with cash conversion, shall we? So first one we picked up was Nintendo Land. So this is one of those games that it says £2.99, by the way. I paid £2 for it. Asked if they take a little bit off. They said valid a little while, so they took 99p off. It's one of those games which sort of demonstrates the system, sort of the way Wii Sports was. You know, they used to get the demo disc back in the day with like the PS1. It's quite fondly thought of from what I can gather. It's a decent sort of packing game which sort of shows the capabilities of the Wii U with the tablet. So yeah, Nintendo Land. I'll give that a quick go. It's good to add something to the Wii U collection. Only recently started collecting for that. So yeah, Nintendo Land, happy to be adding that one. £2, quite good. Well, I thought it was good anyway. I think CX charged about £5 for it, so it was a good pickup. But the Fractured But Whole South Park. So I paid £2.99 for this, get about £8 for it. I love these games. The Stick of Truth as well. Stick of Truth is sort of Lord of the Rings based. This one's a bit more based around the sort of Marvel universe. You've got the Coon, you've got Mysterion, and you've got Professor Chaos. Love Professor Chaos. Love Butters, but Professor Chaos, absolutely love Professor Chaos. I'd love to sit here and talk about this game, but it's an 18 for a reason. I think it's the Stick of Truth that's got Morgan Freeman part in it, which I really enjoy. This one, I think this is the one with is it the Nazi fetus babies or something? You can tell there's not, if you haven't played this, it really is like playing an episode of South Park. Trey Parker and Matt Stone, heavily involved with the creation of these games. You really should give these, especially if you like South Park or watch South Park, you have to try these games. But the Fractured But Whole, fantastic, just brilliant. But if you played the Stick of Truth, apparently free game included Stick of Truth here. Yeah, it's a code. I doubt. I'll have a go. Might be claim. I've already got it. I won't claim it. See if whoever picks that up from CX might be getting a free code there. But yeah, the Fractured But Whole, really happy with that one. So that was it for cash converters. So then there was the charity shop. So these were 50p each. There was a couple. They're PS3s. There was a couple. These are the only ones I picked up. They're all 50p. But Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Yeah, see this quite often, to be honest. I think you get about £1 for it from CEX. The Black Ops games, they're worth a lot more. In fact, while I'm here, because 50p as well. Call of Duty Black Ops. So this one we see all the time. This one not as often, but still quite common, to be honest. On the Xbox 360, they go for a lot more than what you get for them on the PS3 at CEX. So keep an eye out for the Xbox 360. But I think I get about £1 and 50p or nearly £1 for them anyway. So yeah, for 50p each, doubling money a little bit there. But yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops. We've also got Little Big Planet. So I do already have this. This is a PlayStation exclusive. Can't get this on the 360. I haven't played this for a good few years, but yeah, it's a fun little. It's hard to describe. What is it? It's like a platformer where it's heavily tailored. It's a puzzle game. It's got lovely graphics. It's got this sort of yarn texture that they do with the Yoshi and Kirby games. Yeah, great little game. 50p. Really happy with that one. I would be keeping it if I didn't already have it. Force Unleashed. So I've had this a couple of times, got it on the 360, love these games. If you're a Star Wars fan, got to play the Unleashed. You sort of play as a Sith that's sort of turning good. I can't really remember how linear the gameplay is. But yeah, it's a fantastic game. And the Force Unleashed 2. I had it a couple of times already this year. £40 at some point in time. You still got the charity shop stickers from where I got them, but down to £24 as well. So 50p. Happy days. And then Grand Theft Auto 4. Not too much can be said here. I can't add anything to them more than what other people have already had. It's in great condition. 50p. Already got it on the 360. So this will be going to CEX. So yeah, 50p each, £2.50. They were from RSPCA, I believe it was. So yeah, £2.50 for those 5 games. Bargain. We'll get a little bit back for them. So then the rest was car boot. The only 360 game was Forza Horizon. I've said before that I prefer the Horizon games to the motorsport. Just a nicer scenery. They're just nicer to sit and play and enjoy, I find. This one's one of those bundle copy ones. I don't understand quite why it's a bundle. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing else with it. It's just one game on its own. I don't know if it came as a bundle with a console or something. I know some people like to collect the bundle copies. Me, I don't mind them. I've already got this game. I paid £2 for it, by the way. CS gave me about a fiver for it. So I'll make a couple of quid on that. But yeah, £2 from a car boot. He had a few games that were £2 each. Most of them weren't worth anywhere near that. But then that one was sitting there, so pick that one up off him. So that's it. Now the rest, if you see the thumbnail, PSP did well with the PSP. I'll start with this little thing. So I went. There's a gentleman there, and he's got most of the stuff out on his stall. I asked him if he had any games. He said yes, he's got a bag of games. Lovely. So wondering what he's about to pull out. He pulls out a bag, and he's right, it's full of games. It's got a lot of PSP games in it. It's got a couple other bits as well. Hands me this bag. Fantastic. Really looking for. Start going through it. Full of PSP. Really happy. Ask him how much. He doesn't answer the question. So he's still putting stuff away. So I keep going through this bag, and there's more and more PSP. So I'm pulling it out. A couple other bits and bobs. But then I open up a case to have a little look at them. So I'll say it was these. So I start looking through this bag of all these PSP games, and I start opening up. Empty. Next one. Empty. Next one. Empty. So I see what happened here. Next one. Empty. They were all empty. Just a bag of cases. What have we got here? So it says 300. Love to have had a go on that. We've got Lego Star Wars, Medal of Honor Heroes, Crash Bandicoot Tag Team Racing. There was a few other in there as well. Nothing major of these. There was some, deal, no deal. Couple Nintendo DS and a couple of PS2 games. But they're all empty. So I was gutted, and I said to the guy, mate, these are just the cases. Do you have the discs in the car? He just looked at me, like, shot away. And he was like, what do you mean, just the cases? I was like, they're all empty, mate. He's like, and you can see the disc, but I don't think he knew they were empty. He just took the bag back, put it at the bottom, and said, well, they're no good, are they? However, there was 3 games in there which were not empty. So good thing I checked through all of them, and there was 3 that was not. And the one game I wanted was not empty. So the games that were all empty, before I show you these 3, I said, what will you do on the cases? He just looked at me and said, how do you mean? I goes, what do you do with the cases? I collect games. One day I might come across someone that's just selling disc cartridges, and I can use them. He just gave me the bag, just handed me the bag over and said, you can take those, which is a bit, it's one of them, because I'd already found the 3 games that did have game cases that did have games in and put them to the side. If I'd have just said no, I'd have probably got them for free. But all of those he gave me for free, but they are just empty cases. So you never know. One day, got some good collection of free PSP cases that I can use in the future. So unfortunately, I'm not showing you a big bundle of PSP games because they are empty, but they're there, spare cases, but the 3 games that were there. So he charged me £2 for these, which no, he never gave me a price beforehand, to be honest. He just gave me these after he gave me the bag. I said, how about these ones? He said, is there games in them? I said, yeah, these are. He goes, £2 each for them. So I was happy to pay them because they were Jack and Daxter, The Lost Frontier. I believe this is a PSP exclusive game. I'm not too well versed with the Jack and Daxter series, but I was glad that this one had a game in. Got the case, got the booklet, great condition. So yeah, looking to keep hold of that, I believe. If it's a PSP exclusive, I need to have a look, but I think I'll be keeping all of that. The Simpsons game. So I played this on the 360. It's a great little game. This is an RPG. I'm not sure if it'll be the complete full game as it is on the 360 on the PSP. But yeah, this one did have a game in, so I was really happy to see that this one had the game inside. Yeah, fantastic condition. Yeah, PSP version of the Simpsons game. Really happy. Bit of a strange case this. I might have to swap it with one of the one of the many freebies we got. But the game that I saw, and I thought, please, when I was opening, I thought, please, and someone was looking over. SNK Arcade Classics 1. So CEXL this for a couple quid. Good couple quid. I've got it on the Wii. It's a sort of, for the SNK, I believe it's like Capcom. It's like a publisher that created quite a few Neo Geo games. I find them really difficult. So I played this on the Wii. The beat 'em ups, I find them really difficult, the SNK games. I'm always battered by them. They're very, very pretty games. The graphics stand up really well. A lot of these games are from I believe, the 90s. And what we got on here? So we got The Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury, what else we got? Metal Slug, Samurai Showdown, Top Hunter, World Hero. There's a few on here. But yeah, CXL, this was in there. I was so happy to see this one. £2 for this. Pay that all day long. It's in fantastic condition. It's lovely. Absolutely. I was really, really glad when this one had the game in it. So these 3 games, £6. I'm happy with that. I think I'm definitely keeping that one. I think I'm keeping that one. I probably will. I'm not sure on the Simpsons game because I'm just not sure. I played it on the 360. I'm not sure I'll pay it on the PSP, so I've got some thinking to do on that. So yeah, £6 for those, and then this little bundle of cases from the same guy. So yeah, I was grateful for them. I think he was just going to put them in the bin otherwise. So, and then completely separate. So this one. So this was even more annoying. So that guy was relatively early on. Went past someone else. They've got quite a lot of stuff out already. They've got loads of DVDs, loads of CDs, hardly any games. There's 3 PSP games sitting there. Pick them up. How much? She get £99, sorry, for everything. Everything's £1. Every CD, there was some box sets. Everything was £1. There was 3 PSP games. Pick them up. Happy as Larry. The ones I got here, I'll show you. So have you got any more? She said no. Okay, fair enough. Bought the games. Left. Went down a couple more. People were starting to set up. I don't like to jump in people's cars, so I was letting them set up. I thought, right, I'll come back in a couple of minutes. Walk back up past, and there's a guy standing there, and he's got about 4 or 5 PSP games in his hand. He's got the Metal Gear exclusive one. He's got, what else did he have? Grand Theft Auto, is it Chinatown? I think it's Chinatown. And 1 or 2 others, some ones I definitely would have taken. And I see him buy them for £1 each again. I was like, oh. So I asked the question again. Any more games? No more games. Okay, fine. Okay, no worries. Still setting up, so I walk the other way. Come back about 5 minutes later. There's a guy standing there. And in this same stall, they've got more stuff out now. And he's got Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation in his hand. Black label. And I'm standing there watching him thinking, please put them down. Put them back down. Put them down. You don't want them. You don't want them. You don't want them. They're useless to you. He buys them off £1 each. So he walks away with those 2 for £2. Now, I am not going to ask again, because this would have been the second time, any more games? I'm just standing there thinking, oh no, I should have just, instead of walking up and down looking, if I had just stayed in that spot and waited for these things to come out, I could have had those. So I do that. I stand there for a minute or two. Still, nothing's coming out. I think, okay, look down. Some of these people are packed out now. Their stuff's out. So I go and have a little look at those. Nothing there. Come back up. As I'm coming back up, there is a stack, similar to the one I just showed you a bit, stack of DS games just sitting on this table again. So I put a bit of pace up, try to get there. Literally as I get there, the guy standing right in front of me just hands over, I think he handed over a £10 note, purchased them there and then. There was Super Mario Bros. In there. There was a Pokemon game. I didn't see which one. Couldn't really see because it was near the bottom. Mario Kart. There was some Cooking Mamas in there. It was just, they bought them for £1 each again. So I was like, oh no. So from that store, if I hadn't wasted time looking for other things, I just stood there, could have got a lot more off this lady. And I still did ask if there was any more. I couldn't know. I was heartbroken. However, there was 3 good ones I got off. So these were £1. So Tekken, Dark Resurrection, I believe. Yeah, Dark Resurrection. Yeah, really looking forward to playing this one. So this is a PSP exclusive, I believe. Great condition, got the booklet. It's a Platinum Edition, which I'm not bothered by at all. Yeah, great fan of the Tekken series. You know, growing up, Tekken 2 and 3 were massive for me. Never played this one. I knew it existed, but obviously, like I said before this year, never had any PSP game. So yeah, looking to add that one in. Really happy. Monster Hunter Freedom. I believe the Freedom series is exclusive to the PSP. I've not played a Monster Hunter game before. I've seen quite a lot online about them. I know they've got quite a good following. Yeah, I don't like to say too much when I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, looking forward to playing that one. I'll probably just give it a quick go from what I can gather, but I think I'll be adding that one to the collection, so fantastic. And the other one, the one I did get my hands on, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. CXL this for a good couple quid. It is ESRB, which I did notice at the time, but I think this should work. I haven't tested it yet, to be honest, so I hope I'm not wrong on that one. But yeah, this is not the most common of games. Pay £1, can't go wrong, I don't think. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. I play Final Fantasy on the PS1, obviously. Never played the Crisis Core game. I think it's PSP exclusive as well. So I'll be looking to keep hold of that one. So yeah, quite happy. So they were £1 each, so £3 for those, and I'll probably be looking to keep hold of those as well. So yeah, quite a bit of PSP at one car boot. PSP, I don't know where it's coming from this year. I don't know why there's so much of it. It'd have been lovely if some of those games had those cases had games in, but can't win them all. Can't win them. Anyway, I'm going to go to CX, and I'll be back in a minute. Right then, so it's the next day. I went to CEX, went to our fine high street overlords. They were very happy with what we did. They took everything from us, so thank you very much. We spent a grand total of £18.50 on the games that we just seen. So let's take £18.50 off right now. And let's go back to our lovely receipt. So we got 50p for Call of Duty Black Ops. I'll pay 50p for it. It's not worth picking it up on PS3, so just heads up now. Forza Horizon, £5. We got South Park The Fractured But Whole, £7. Grand Theft Auto 4 was 90p, so not much. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was £1, so we doubled up there. Star Wars Force Unleashed was £1, so we doubled up there. And Little Big Planet, we got 50p, so broke even there. But can you remember the Chromecast stick that we found at the bottom of the Wii box that we bought a couple of weeks ago? We took it to them once. They weren't happy because they said it was slightly bent, which I don't think it was. More than happy with this. I keep forgetting. I saw it just as I was leaving. I haven't gave it a second go. More than happy with it. Got a £5 for it. So fantastic. Which means in total we got, what do we get? £20 and 90p. So let's stick £20 and 90p up there. Happy days. Made a little bit of money there, which is great. Thanks to the Chrome stick, to be fair. But we got it earlier. It's still ours. It's still free. Fantastic. So what do we get to keep? Nintendo Land on the Wii U. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to having a quick go on that. Seems to have a mini game for all of Nintendo's main sort of franchises, main sort of IPs. So looking forward into that. But the PSP games, I'm on a real PSP kick at the minute. I'm really getting it. I'm starting to get remorse on some of the things that I've traded in over the past couple years, thinking of the things that I got rid of because I just didn't care for it. But don't dwell on that. So, but what we got? Crisis Core Final Fantasy. It does work. So I'm really happy with that one. I was playing PSP last night and played a good few of these. Really enjoying it. Hours. I won't tell you what time I was up till playing it because it's a bit late. Yeah, Crisis Core. Really happy with that. Monster Hunter. To be honest, probably the one I won't play, but PSP kick. We're keeping it. Jak and Daxter. The Simpsons game. I kept it because why not? Can't hurt, can it? Can't hurt. And I did have a little go on it. I did have a little half-hour bash on it. It just seemed to be the same as the 360 from what I can remember. But yeah, Simpsons, Tekken, Dark Resurrection. I was playing that for a good hour or so. I'm pretty good at that. In fact, I am good at that. I was getting up to hard difficulty, not struggling. So I'll go back to that, lovely. And SNK Arcade. So yeah, yeah. Well happy with that one. I was playing that for a little while. I'm not as bad on that as I seem to recall being on the Wii U. Sorry, just the Wii. Yeah, what was it? Samurai Showdown. Did quite well on that this time. Did quite well. So, yeah, really, the PSP collection is building up. Really, I started looking at PSP games on the CEX app, seeing how much they are. I'm really getting into it now. But all of those, so we made a bit of, all three, got the money back nice and easy this week, nice and clear. Made a little tiny bit of profit. We got all of these for free. all of these for free. So yeah, I'm happy again this week. Really happy with these. I'm glad the PSP collection's coming on. Thank you very much for watching. Look after yourselves. See you next time. Take care, guys.